Hi, my name is Paula Green, and my group leading project for Hsco 511 met on Tuesday, September the 25th at 5:30 p.m. for 1 hour in a church classroom where we were able to sit in a circle facing each other. We had 8 women. They were from Caucasian, Hispanic, and African American backgrounds. They were also acquaintances of mine from church, so I had them come just a few minutes early so we could get all the small talk out of the way. That way we started right on time with me restating the purpose of the group that I had sent them on the initial email invitation, that we were to find common ground in our singleness in ways that would be helpful and fun. I also stressed to them that the meeting would be confidential. I was not there to counsel them, but just to lead and facilitate our discussion. I let them know that I might be looking around a lot, and at times I would have to cut them off if I felt like we needed to move on for time's sake. We began with a round, giving their name, marital status, and current living conditions because I felt it was important for them to see the different lifestyles within the group. And it turns out that 1 was a widow, 3 were divorced, 4 had never been married. Some lived with family while others lived alone. Knowing that I only had 1 meeting, I wanted to make sure that the content allowed for opening, working, and closing within the hour. So I kept it very simple with just 2 main questions for discussion. The first, I passed out a small slip of paper with a single fill-in-the-blank questionnaire about the hardest thing for being single. I had this do the exercise in a dyad because there were 8 women I was able to watch and immediately notice that the earlier awkwardness I had seen during the round begin to disappear. They relaxed as they spoke to each other. I noticed smiles, I heard laughter, and I had them wrap up after 4 minutes and immediately asked them as a group if they had learned something from the other person that they hadn't thought about before. That kicked off a great discussion for about the next 15 minutes that allowed for the process to deepen the topic. Twice I had to get the focus back, but I was able to do it fairly quickly by asking things such as, did anyone mention eating alone? What about the first time your car broke down? The women responded quite well to these promptings, and I never had to cut anyone off. I did have to draw 2 of them out, but I was able to do it through eye contact and gently calling on their name. They both responded without hesitation, and it was good. My second major topic question was to have them think about one thing that used to be difficult as a single woman, but was no longer a big deal. This was an area I chose to self-disclose so I could model the type of encouragement that I was wanting them to share with each other. As we winded down, I had them share what they had learned for themselves by coming to the group. Before we ended, I let them know that if they had any uncomfortable feelings that they needed to talk about, they could contact me or our pastor. Overall, I think I did a good job with keeping them focused on the topics because I had planned for the what ifs, as in, what if nobody says anything? It forced me to prepare the ideas that actually ended up being used to keep us on track. The main challenge for me was listening to one person talk while watching all the others. That is something I think I could get better with at practice. Another area I need to work on is smoother transitions in going from introduction to working stage to closing stage. For me, the best part of the project was seeing the change in their countenance over the hour and hearing from them in the end that the purpose of the group had been accomplished. Several said they never realized that a widow would have so much in common with a woman who had never married. And one particular comment from a single divorced mother who said that listening to everyone talk about the ways they enjoyed being single relieved her of the guilt she often felt for not wanting to remarry. Several contacted me afterwards asking if they could continue the group once a month. So that is something I'm considering because there are many more topics that could benefit all. I truly enjoyed this, stretched me in ways that I haven't been stretched in a group before, and am looking forward to continue using the skills that I've learned in this class. Thank you.